Welcome to Second Shot Cinema, where we dig through the rubble of cinema's most maligned movies to find the hidden gems. Today, we're counting down the top 10 ridiculous movie plots that actually work. Whether they defied logic or simply embraced the absurd, these movies somehow charmed their way into working, at least in their own chaotic way. At number 10, we have Ballistic, X vs. Sever. This 2002 film is infamous for being one of the worst-rated movies ever, but its ridiculous premise deserves a second shot. The plot: two secret agents, X and Sever, locked in a personal vendetta, is an excuse for relentless action sequences. The explosions are hilariously excessive, and the stunts border on the absurd. It's like a chaotic symphony of early 2000s action tropes that somehow keeps you entertained, if only for the sheer audacity of it all. Coming in at number 9 is M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening. Yes, plants causing humans to commit mass suicide is as bizarre as it sounds. But let's not dismiss the eerie concept. The idea of nature striking back taps into a universal fear of ecological collapse. Plus, the unintentional comedy, like Mark Wahlberg's famous conversation with the plastic plant, gives this thriller a weird charm. It's a movie that's hard to take seriously, yet impossible to forget. At number 8, Mac and Me proves that even blatant ripoffs can have their moments. Clearly inspired by E.T., this film doubles down on the absurd by adding over-the-top product placement, like a full-blown McDonald's dance party. The aliens' quirky design and inexplicable soda addiction make it unforgettable, cheesy, nonsensical, and yet it's earned a cult following for its unintentional hilarity. At number 7, Cats takes the cake for surreal storytelling. A plot about humanoid cats competing for a chance to die and be reborn in a better life sounds ridiculous. And it is. But the sheer commitment to Andrew Lloyd Webber's theatrical absurdity and the undeniably catchy songs like Memory, Keep It Afloat. Sure, the CGI was nightmare-inducing, but the film's bizarre charm is hard to ignore. Number 6 goes to Battlefield Earth, the sci-fi epic that's both disastrous and strangely captivating. John Travolta's performance as the alien Turl is over the top in the best way, and the story of humanity's rebellion against its alien overlords has a certain campy appeal. Add in bizarre camera angles, laughable dialogue, and you've got a film that's too ridiculous to hate completely. At number 5, we have Giggly, the romantic crime-com that became a punchline for early 2000s cinema. The plot: a mob enforcer kidnapping a disabled man while falling for a lesbian assassin is as convoluted as it gets. But beneath the awkward dialogue and bizarre premise, there's a strange charm in Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's chemistry. Giggly is a total disaster, but a fascinating one. Number 4 goes to Jaws, The Revenge, the movie that gave us a shark with a personal vendetta. The premise, a shark stalking one specific family, isn't downright creepy. It's utterly absurd, but it's delivered with such seriousness that you can't help but admire it. This isn't just a shark attack movie, it's a shark revenge movie. The plot escalates in ridiculous ways, like the shark somehow following its prey from the oceans of New England to the sunny Bahamas. And let's not forget Michael Caine's candid remark about how this movie paid for his house. Sometimes, the combination of absurdity and earnest performances makes for a uniquely memorable cinematic experience. At number 3, The Love Guru is a bizarre blend of self-help satire and sports underdog comedy. Mike Myers goes all in with his character Guru Pitka, delivering cringe-worthy one-liners and absurd antics that somehow stick with you. The plot: a spiritual guru helping a hockey player regain his mojo, is outrageous, but it's bolstered by Myers' dedication to the bit. And let's not overlook the surprisingly heartwarming moments in the underdog sports subplot. It's the kind of comedy that makes you cringe and chuckle at the same time, and that odd combo is what keeps it from being completely forgettable. At number 2 is the one and only The Room. Tommy Wiseau's masterpiece of unintentional comedy tells a simple love triangle story in the most baffling way. From its disjointed subplots, like the unresolved breast cancer storyline, to Wiseau's stilted line delivery, everything about this film feels off. And yet, that's precisely what makes it work. The sincerity in Wiseau's storytelling, no matter how misplaced, creates an almost hypnotic experience. Add to that the endlessly quotable lines like, "Oh, hi, Mark," and you've got a film that transcends its flaws to become an unmissable cult phenomenon. And that brings us to the edge of cinematic absurdity. But before we reveal our top pick for the most ridiculous movie plot that somehow works, let's take a quick look at a few honorable mentions. These films didn't quite make the countdown, but deserve a nod for their outlandish concepts and unforgettable quirks. Howard the Duck. A humanoid duck saves the world. Need we say more? Movie 43, a sketch comedy anthology so bizarre, it's hard to believe it exists. From Justin to Kelly, a musical about a spring break romance that makes no sense, but at least they sing. Finally, at number 1, we have Plan 9 from Outer Space. Ed Wood's infamous tale of aliens resurrecting the dead to save humanity is absurd in every sense of the word. From the wobbly UFOs dangling by visible strings to the wooden acting and dialogue that feels like it was done in one take, this film is textbook so bad it's good cinema. But what truly sets it apart is its ambition. Ed Wood believed he was creating a groundbreaking piece of art, and that earnestness shines through every awkward scene. The plot revolves around Plan 9, the aliens' attempt to stop humans from developing a doomsday weapon by resurrecting the dead as zombie foot soldiers. The premise is as nonsensical as it sounds, but it's delivered with such conviction that you can't help but admire it. Bela Lugosi's posthumous performance, pieced together from unrelated footage, adds an extra layer of bizarre charm. And let's not forget the infamous cemetery scenes where graves wobble like cardboard in the breeze. Plan 9 from Outer Space isn't just a bad movie, it's a celebration of creativity, of ambition, and of the joy making something uniquely your own. Thanks for watching Second Shot Cinema. What's your favorite ridiculous movie plot that actually works? Drop your picks in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more silver linings in cinema's darkest clouds. See you next time!